Hello and welcome to the Cobb Bros podcast. I am David, and as usual, I'm welcomed by Oscar.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Cyrus.
Hey, I'm Cyrus.
And Colton.
Howdy.
Barndor will attend later.
He will come as a mid-roll in a Cobb Bros sponsored advertisement. We promise.
Yeah, so today we've got a couple of crazy, unexpected events that surprised all of us in football. That was pretty terrible, just to say. That was pretty rough. Ruggs and his accident. Just another thing to halt the Raiders in their try to have a season.
Was it really an accident
Yeah.
at that point?
No, it was
No, it's not.
severe negligence on his part.
Yeah.
So for
Don't drink
anybody
and drive, everybody.
anybody that hasn't heard, moral of the story, one, don't drink and drive. Call a cab. Seriously. If I find out anybody in this party gets arrested for drinking and driving, I'm going to come slap the shit out of you.
Yeah, you better
Like-
call a cab or an Uber or
A friend.
something.
A sober friend.
So to put it into context, Henry Ruggs III, he was the starting wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders, as he's being booked on, it was initially one charge of DUI resulting in death, and now he has reckless driving and illegal possession of a firearm charges added on top of it.
You had a gun on him?
Yeah, so they searched in his car and they found a firearm that was loaded, so they're going to hit him with that too.
Oh my.
There was a lot of speculation being thrown around the day it happened, people talking, and the facts of the case are that those are the three charges that he's dominantly going to get charged with.
Yeah.
He was driving down, I think it was Rainbow Boulevard in Vegas, and slammed into the back of a Toyota RAV4 with his Chevrolet Corvette. It was a Corvette.
Not the
And-
RAV4.
Yeah, and hit a RAV4 and ended up killing the person inside, which is a 23-year-old woman.
Wow.
Shit, man.
Holy cow.
Absolutely awful, and there was no need for it to happen if he had made a better decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, like call an Uber or a taxi. Uber's so easy too. You just gotta put your address in where you're at, and it's just like, all right, driver's here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Call your fucking coach.
Or you
Yeah,
have a whole team.
So, a fact of the case that has been brought, or not even a fact of the case, but something that people started talking about is the NFL Players Association actually has a hotline set up for players to get personal bodyguards and rides whenever they need it. All they have to do is call the hotline.
Oh, no.
So, he literally just had to dial somebody up and be like, hey, I need a ride, and they would have just given him a ride free of charge. Because it is provided for him for being a member of the NFLPA.
Yeah. That
Not
really sucks.
anymore.
When we say senseless and avoidable, that's what we mean, is that it
Yeah.
was senseless and avoidable. And a lot of people were casting doubt, maybe it was a tragic accident, but he blew a .161, which here in the state of Nevada, .8 is the legal limit.
That's
so if
the
you had
entire
your,
U.S., I believe.
yeah, I'm just stating for Nevada. I think it's higher in some places.
Yeah, it
Or
can be
lower in
different
some places.
statewide.
So that was double the legal limit, and that was hours after the crash.
Holy
So
shit.
you can only imply that he was worse before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was he at when he did get pulled over?
Probably closer to a .24.
Pulled over, dude. They pulled him out of the car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But the thing about the case, it wasn't until today that really made me go, oh, I really don't feel as bad as I did yesterday, was finding out that he was slamming down the road at 156 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so negligent. I think about my drive on Pyramid every morning and how the speed limit is 55, and I feel like I'm cruising doing 65. I couldn't imagine doing triple that.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So our
it's-
thoughts are with the victim and her family. It's terrible.
It's
it's
just
Right
terrible.
there.
And that's how we're going to open up the podcast. But it just opens up an
Yeah.
important dialogue of just, if you're drinking, do it responsibly.
Call for
When those-
a fucking ride.
Yeah.
If you know you
Yeah.
have the intention of getting absolutely trashed, yeah,
Have a plan.
ahead.
That
And this
kid-
goes for anybody
Have a
that's a
DD.
minor out there too. Even if you're going to
No.
be drinking, your parents would rather have you call them for a ride than get a call from the cops that you're dead.
Yeah.
You might get grounded, you might get in trouble for it, but I guarantee you, your parents gonna be far happier to have you home and alive than dead in a ditch somewhere.
And
Yeah.
even if you don't want to call your parents, because I know some people's parents will just go absolutely nuclear on them.
Call a friend.
Call somebody. Somebody will help you.
Or
Even if you
Uber
call a
doesn't-
cab company.
friends'
If you call a
parents.
That's
cab
an age
company, they'll help
requirement.
you out. Just do something.
Yeah.
Especially in the state of Nevada. Nevada does not take DUIs lightly.
Yeah.
And there are
we're-
numerous places that offer free rides.
I was just looking at a statistic this morning for Nevada. We're at 290 fatal car accidents this year compared to 314 total last year. And we've still got 2 months to go.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sad, and it should be taken a lot more serious because just because it's a car and, 6 to 10,000 pounds of steel, it doesn't take much to fucking crumple into nothing, and that's just that. It's nothing to be messed with.
I think one thing that people don't realize is how big and heavy a car is when you're moving it down a highway at only even 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's tons of steel just moving at that speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
An average car is 3,500 pounds.
3,500?
How
Okay.
fast was
Yeah.
he going again, Cyrus? You had
Which
the
is a
speed
ton.
of.
156 miles an hour.
In probably
And they
like
said-
a
The
5,000 pound
fact
car.
that he survived that accident himself at that speed is insane.
He took his mugshot today and he was in a wheelchair. And the fact that he's only in a wheelchair at the moment is absolutely
Astonishing.
astounding going that fast.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
fact that he's not, but that like right there is like people that are drunk typically survive horrible accidents like that.
Because
Yeah.
they're so relaxed, because their body it is not as tense.
Yeah, their body's in a like vegetative state basically.
I've read stories about people that marksman shoot for a living, for a sport. They'll have like half a beer before they go out and shoot because it relaxes their muscles. Like, not to the point where you're going to feel anything, but to the point where it's going to have the
effects
effect
of
on your-
alcohol.
on your
Yeah.
muscle. Yeah, you're not going to get tipsy, because if you're tipsy, then you've drunk too much, and now you're not going to be able to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
they'll
don't
have
have
a
the
couple sips of
deleterious
beer.
effects, but you have the numbing effects.
There's a reason there's a legal limit, is because, if you have a 12-ounce can of beer and you say you're my weight, about 160, you'll be fine, because it's just makes you a little bit drowsy and you feel a little relaxed. That's it.
Yeah.
Not saying you should drink before you go shooting, though.
Yeah,
No, by any
That's a
means.
terrible idea.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's-
advocating
that's-
if you drink before doing anything. You should do it responsibly. Sitting in a room by yourself, drink a beer and wait 3 hours, stare at
Yeah.
the walls.
Yeah.
Hit the wall.
I need you to
Yeah.
stare at the wall real quick, sir. You had a drink.
Cry yourself to sleep if you need to.
Well,
I
You'll
actually
probably
dealt
be
with that.
crying already.
I dealt with that this last weekend, my buddy. I had a friend that was way too drunk to be driving and stuff like that. And he kept trying to take his keys back, and we're like, no. So we kept heading him to his girl and said, you're driving him home. I think this was on
You were
Friday, so
taking
like 5 nights ago. Yeah. And we're like, no, you're driving him home, and I better not hear that he drove.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Serious.
mean, it's you gotta be the one to force your buddy in to not driving, right? Rather than
Yep.
being the one
I
to
want
let
to see
him
the
go.
homie tomorrow, you know?
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to, is just protecting your friends.
Yeah. Even if you feel like an asshole and you see somebody else that might make a stupid decision, step in and do something, because you'd rather they have their 2 feet on the ground when you see them next.
Funerals are shitty. They're shitty. And that's
Yeah.
it.
But one thing that I did learn is that the new Stingrays actually have black boxes in them, kind of like how airplanes do.
Yeah.
So, really?
And that was how they were able to record some of the information. Like, they know that when the airbags went off, the car was at exactly 127 miles an hour.
Are
Yeah.
you sure it wasn't a rental car?
No, it was his personal.
No, it was the airbag
Stingray.
computers. Airbag
Okay.
Yeah.
computers track this the speed of the car on impact. It's
Yep.
so they can study it and just improve,
Because you know how they do crash tests, they're
Oh.
able to take the results and come back to the
who'da
lab.
thought?
And
Who would have thought this car
Figured
would
out.
have survived a 156-mile car crash?
it is absolutely crazy what modern engineering has done with insane supercars. I wouldn't even call a Stingray a supercar. It's just
It's
The
arguable
C8
for sure.
Corvette
It's
is
a borderline
rear
supercar.
engine vehicle, so it's technically a supercar.
Yeah.
Is that what
Okay.
classifies them? Is that they have that engine in the rear?
It's a certain amount of horsepower engine in the. It's typically engine in the rear, but I mean there are a few engine in the front supercars.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weight
Yeah.
distribution classification type of shit.
There's
So-
a lot of things involved.
A lot of things. I drive a '99 Explorer, so I don't know what modern cars look
That,
like.
if that ain't the peak of American ingenuity, 90 Explorer, I don't know what is.
Bullet
Dude, I don't know what it is.
Oh God, built for
Let me hop
tough.
in my other car, my '87 Buick.
Well, on a different note, we got a couple
Please.
of players changing around teams too, right? Some wild changes. Adrian Peterson's on to. I totally blanked that. Do you remember?
Titans.
Titans. That's right.
Those
that's
teams.
Something
Yeah,
else
yeah.
with Aaron Rodgers right now?
because
Big team.
Derrick Henry. Did he break his foot?
I think it's a bone in his pinky toe-ish area. I don't know a lot. I didn't take anatomy in high school, but basically, you know how the foot looks like a giant duck foot?
Yeah.
He hurt the big long bone that connects to his pinky toe.
The big
Long
long
bone.
bone.
Yeah, big long bone. I'm going to say it just like that.
Yeah. Well, that really sucks because that guy was badass and pretty good meme
We on
there for a
Fantasy
while
Talk?
too. Yeah.
I know he's on your fantasy team. That's why it's relevant.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I've given up on fantasy this year, so I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. That's
No.
just.
Yeah.
The Raiders aren't playing all that well. Fantasy's not going all that well anymore.
We're 5-2.
How's
Yeah, I thought the
Wolfpack?
Raiders doing great.
Yeah, we're half a game behind the Titans.
Yeah.
We're doing well. We need a big Rams win this week. Yeah, the division, conference leaders in each conference is Titans Packers.
Well, that's gonna change this weekend because
Think so?
another fantasy change. Aaron Rodgers is out with COVID.
Hey, if the
Oh,
Raiders.
yeah.
Man. All right, we're a football talk podcast again. Let's go. All right, so Aaron Rodgers.
There's a lot of football shit that happened this week. It all happened like right after the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the problem with doing re-records. Is for some reason everything football related happens.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers tests positive for COVID, and bombshell, he's not vaccinated, and people are starting to uncover all this shit that he was violating the NFL protocols for, like traveling with the team and not wearing his mask around team facilities, throwing a Halloween party and inviting everybody.
Oh
Jeez.
God.
Probably where he got COVID.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Um,
Come on.
So far, NFL Halloween parties are 0 for 2. The most famous one, or the first one, was
0 for 2.
Von Miller. Yeah, so basically, I guess Von Miller was mad that nobody chipped in to help with his Halloween party
Uh
because it cost somewhere near 6 figures, and then he gets traded to the Rams the next day.
That's why nobody chipped in on your party, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Rodgers throws a Halloween party, and he gets COVID. So if there's any more Halloween parties around the NFL, don't speak, don't tell. We don't want to know.
Well, Halloween's over, so there shouldn't be any more parties, right?
Well, it'll
Right?
come on Thanksgiving. Oh God.
Nice.
At least
Yep.
ask.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, big old
All right.
Thanksgiving party.
God damn it.
Which team hasn't been infected by adversity this year? Let's just single them out.
Definitely not the
Browns.
Bucks. They're gonna have a good year.
Brown's got the Odell situation going on, where
Yep.
he doesn't want to play from.
Never mind.
I'm trying to think of a team. I don't know. Bengals?
Cowboys?
Yeah, we're coming for you, Bengals.
They haven't done anything? They haven't done anything yet.
The
Dak
Raiders are
Prescott's
playing
out,
the
so that's,
Cowboys on Thanksgiving, though.
Yes, they are.
So
I'll be in Texas for that one.
We can't like the Cowboys at all.
Hey, they're the biggest fan base in America. Let's not be too hasty, all right?
Be careful. Don't
Yeah,
get
that's
be
still
careful.
wild to think.
I'll step
about.
on toes. I'm not going to step on the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm not gonna step on the toe.
Yeah. No one
It's
will blame
too
you
big
for
of a
that.
pool to deal with.
It's too big of a pool to deal with.
Yeah.
You're right. You
Watch
probably
them
shouldn't. Yeah, be careful.
We here at the Cobb Bros podcast have nothing adverse to say about the Dallas Cowboys. What's that word? Oh, we will not
will rock
talk
you.
shit about the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Good note of that. We will not.
That's not a promise.
No, it's just a general guideline.
Fair.
Like Aaron Rodgers talking to his dad.
Yeah.
Heyo.
Jeez.
Get that one. I'm sorry.
Hey, did you see Marcus is getting a full release next month?
Wait, what?
We're moving to Among Us. Among Us is getting a full release next month on
Oh.
PlayStation and Xbox.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Game Pass, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely gonna hop back on that.
Yeah, for sure.
See, what sucked the worst was hopping onto my phone and then getting into a party with you guys because
Yeah.
it just didn't feel authentic.
Yeah.
But now we have a controller. It's only all we need is a left stick and a button. That's all we need.
I have it for the Switch, and it's a perfectly functional game, and I enjoy it.
It fits the Switch, though, the thing.
hmm
It's a quick, easy game you can take on the go, whereas you can't put that on an Xbox and take it to go, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
They should have done it
but it comes
sooner.
with all the DLC. I think Among Us, at its core, is a very, very fun party game, and I appreciate it for everything that it is.
For
but
sure.
it needs spice. It needs something
Nice.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What would you add to it?
probably
Make
more
it
maps.
sexy.
A
There's
variety
only like
of
3 in
tasks.
there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's like 3. I think they added a 4th one into early this year, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I haven't played Among Us in a
I
minute.
just remember playing on the ship one. That's about it.
It's like a really fun sandbox game if you make it, because every game is different.
Mm-hmm.
If you let it be different.
It is better though with more people. We can't. Shitty was just like 4. There's only one
Yeah.
imposter.
Appreciate. Yeah, I have to agree with that.
That's
But
why
it can also
public
make you
games
hate
are
your
fun,
friends.
though.
That game will make you despise your friends something fierce.
I tell you before each game, you always say how much you care and love your friends, and then you proceed to kick their face.
Guys, I love you. This is a great game. I appreciate y'all. Go fuck yourself.
You go fuckers, yeah.
Well, the nicest way I can put that. I remember rage quitting one time. I was sitting in an Xbox party, and everybody was over at Brandon's apartment playing it, and I was the only person that wasn't sitting in his apartment. And they all were just singling me out because they were just like talking to each other, and I'm like, "What's going on? I can't." And they're like, "Yeah, we're all voting you out." And I remember throwing my headset and just quitting because I was like, "This is dumb." So now, if we all have the luxury of being not in the same room,
Now we each have a fair advantage.
Oh.
And because you always get that one guy that's like on their phone and has their volume all the way up, and when they're an imposter, they kill somebody, everyone just looks at that one person because they hear the fucking the killing going off.
Yeah, I think it is definitely going to be a lot more immersive not being right next to the people, for sure.
that's a good point.
Can't wait to not have arms and walk around and just kill my friends.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I wonder if I'll have game chat, because something that it has been lacking is game chat.
Like a proximity chat.
Yeah.
Well, that's so. The reason there isn't that though is because if you could talk to each other in game, then you'd be able to spout out who killed you real quick.
No,
Yeah.
but that's the whole point of game chat is that it would lock. It'd be like a Call of Duty line with the old search and destroy, where if you're dead, you're only able to talk to dead people.
Yeah.
Kinda like how the in-game
been
chat
that way
works.
on PC. The dead people could talk to each other.
But I'm saying game chat because the problem with the game is I just want to talk to people. I know on the Nintendo Switch version you can't text chat anymore.
Switch.
You have to use. Shut up. They have to. You have to use the predetermined phrases that they gave you. I remember
Well,
in an
that's
update
because
I went and
Switch
played
is
the game.
extraordinarily strict.
No, but it's like that on all platforms now. And the problem with the game is that they give you this text wheel that you can sit there and pick colors from. The problem was I remember the name of the person. I didn't know what color he was. So I went to accuse somebody and it just gives me a color wheel and I go, yeah, I quit. I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I cannot believe I can't free speech anymore.
Yeah, imagine text chatting and fucking on the Xbox controller. Fuck that.
Nope.
Yeah, that would be
Trying
a
to
party.
dog.
Someone's trying to like blame you for something, but you didn't do shit. You're like sitting there
Yeah,
for
I'm
5
not
minutes
even
trying to
gonna
tap out
try.
chords.
Yeah,
I remember when we used-
PC it works for voice when you're in between when you're voting for somebody and stuff like that, and the dead people can talk to each other.
I remember games with Brandon J, and he would forget to mute his mic, and we go, die!
Oh, jeez.
And we would all immediately run to the button and go, I wonder who it was.
Not me. It's not me.
It's not me.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff.
Alright.
It'll be fun to
Anybody
play for
with-
sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You guys fucking see all the crazy ass people down in Dallas or in Austin rather?
No.
Crazy people. So, just the city of Austin?
Well, yeah. apparently a bunch of like what I understand queuing on people, or on the drive or the street where JFK got shot, waiting because they were told that JFK Senior and Junior were to come back to life on that day, in that area, and crown Trump King of America.
Oh, for the love of God.
Yes.
Oh.
There's that.
Crown
And then
him king, you know, the very
it's
thing
like,
that we
these
built
people
America
really
on.
think, like they really think they should come back to life like that, like.
Sure, yeah.
I mean,
Tupac's gonna be there to indoctrinate them.
And now presenting the President of the United States, JFK.
Machiavelli.
nice. Machiavelli.
I said Jackie would be here, and I swear to God she will be here.
Okay, it's not JFK, but it's JFK from Clone High.
Oh god.
Can you imagine?
Bad happened to the
I'm
Kennedy.
coming back. Crowning Trump king. With my pants.
Gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Something that I
Lovely
always think of when I hear, or when I think of John F. Kennedy is the Zombies Map 5. Did you guys like that one, or?
Yeah.
I was always on.
Dick, it was just the wind.
I was always on.
It
edge
sounds
with
like
that one.
someone's breaking in.
I had a friend that was just completely enamored with that map, and we didn't play anything but 5.
Really? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and it was awkward because I didn't really enjoy it at the time.
I just like playing as Fidel.
Yeah.
Just
That's fair.
saying random fucking shit to JFK.
Fair. Yeah, it was a good map. The Easter eggs were fun on it. But it got repetitive quick, I think. That was the downfall of it.
They had the remake in Black Ops 4, which I think was awesome.
Yeah, that remake was really fun.
It was kind of the stuff that didn't make it too good in the first place, and they improved upon it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like you weren't playing as JFK, where you were playing as like other characters, right?
You were playing as the... I don't know what characters you played as. I haven't played it in a minute.
Couldn't tell you.
I just remember it was a pre-order bonus for Black Ops 4.
Quick, somebody load into Black Ops 4.
Quick, somebody beat up Black Ops
Yeah.
4. I'm pretty sure you play as the other characters.
Oh, yeah.
So like the original,
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
or the guys.
Look
from
it up on
Transit.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Everybody keep talking. It's not the transit people. There's only one map in Black Ops 4 that used the transit people, and it's for the
Huh.
the last map, which is the Call of the Dead remake.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I have a bone to pick with Black Ops 4 Zombies because I love it and I think it's great, but my problem is with the maps and how recycled they are.
Yeah.
Because they were like, okay, cool, we're gonna put 3 in the game at launch, which was huge, 3 full Zombies experiences.
Yeah.
But one of them was Blood of the Dead, which is like a reimagining of Mob of the Dead, which was alright, and then the pre-order bonus is just a 1-for-1 remake of 5,
Yeah.
which is okay. But they didn't do anything different. And then they brought back Nuketown, and it was another reimagining, which was the 3rd to last map pack,
Yeah.
or I mean,
Right.
the 2nd to last. And then the last map pack was a reimagining of Call of the Dead. So it was like 4 of the maps in the game were just reimaginings of stuff that they'd already done before. Which
Yeah.
kind of
But
felt
it's
lazy to me
zombies.
with all the development time they had with the game, that they were like skimping out on the zombies, especially since they didn't put a campaign in the game.
Yeah.
But at its core, it's fun. Like you play 9, fun. Alpha Omega, fun.
For sure. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you on that one for sure.
I wasn't too concerned about like Black Ops 4 not having a campaign because whenever I was playing, I was mainly just did the multiplayer, which I'm assuming everybody else did.
Yeah, safe assumption.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Black Ops 4 had a campaign.
Black Ops
didn't.
4 did not have a campaign.
it was just those 3 little boxes that said zombies, multiplayer, and blackout.
They had
Right.
the specialist headquarters, which
Well,
wasn't really a camp. It was like the tiniest amount of backstory mixed in with how to play multiplayer.
How do you play multiplayer?
Because it gave background to the characters in the game, which the game launched with 10 operators or specialists or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
It launched with 10 of them. 6 of them were for Black Ops 3, and only 4 of them were new.
Nice.
So it helped give background to the 6 characters originally, and then added the other 4 in later. And then
Was
they're
one
like,
of them
oh
like
yeah,
Zero
these
or
characters.
whatever?
Zero was a DLC. I want to say DLC, but it was just like they in an update 2 or 3 months after the game came out, they added her. And she was overpowered when she came out. Like, they nerfed her. I don't remember exactly how bad it was, but I remember her EMP grenade did serious work. And her ice pick, which is the tablet that she brings up, destroyed everything.
Yeah.
Everything on the map, including gunships and stuff. So, like, if somebody worked their hardest to get a gunship, they'd roll back the doors and they'd start fucking coming in firing on the map. And then it would get ice picked.
Yeah, the ice pick was okay as shit looking back on it.
It was a little unfair, let's be honest.
And like every time you get the fucking... She starts hacking you and your screen goes all fucky for that time limit.
Oh, fuck you,
I can't-
Lucky.
I can't stand that.
All fucky wucky.
Officer Mike's screen go fucky wucky.
So, if we're on the note of Call of Duty, we're just gonna go around the table. What's everybody's favorite Call of Duty here? Like, what is the crown jewel that you wish it would return to? We'll start with Colton.
Modern Warfare 2 was probably my absolute favorite.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I
Stop.
love COD4, but Modern Warfare 2 I absolutely just jammed out on.
Yeah, that's fair. Just jamming.
Yeah.
Jamming
Nostalgia
That one was
reason,
good.
or you just enjoyed it more?
I think I enjoyed it the most out of all of them.
Fair enough. I mean, that one was a really fun multiplayer, and it was a badass campaign, too.
And see, that's the thing is, I've only really ever played the Call of Duty multiplayers. Like, I've never really played them for the campaigns. I've only ever really played them for multiplayer.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
play Modern Warfare 2's campaign?
Yes. And
Okay.
COD4.
Good.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna have a talk if you didn't.
I haven't.
The
played
little
either
off
one
camera
of those.
Yeah, we're gonna have a talk.
What's
I don't know.
your favorite, Cyrus?
With or without the nostalgia lens?
Huh.
Let's go technical wise. Which one's your favorite one? Which would they would go back to so that they like it'll feel more like better.
Better? Yeah, controversial answer. So I've been playing Call of Duty since 2011, so about 10 years now. Started with the first Black Ops, and I've played every one since. Dude, Black Ops 3 was a shit. Something about that game really tickled my bone, dude.
I like
Like
Black
all of
Ops 2 and 3. I enjoyed both of those.
Man,
Here's the
there was
thing.
something-
I struggle to remember like the story of 3 most of the time.
Oh, I don't even know the story of 3. It's
Yeah,
very
it's
long and
super convoluted,
convoluted.
right?
they made it
3's the one
complicated
with
for no reason.
space, right?
What do you
That's
mean
Infinite
space?
Warfare.
Well, no, I thought they ended up going into space at part of Black Ops 3.
2 Call of Duty games I know for sure went to space were Ghosts and Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
Ghosts.
Ghosts began in space. Like, there was the mission where you're with your you and your brother with your dad, and San Diego starts getting nuked. Actually, it wasn't nuked. It was these
Wow.
So the story of Ghost is awesome. Like, people trash on Ghost, but I think it has one of the better campaigns in Call of Duty.
The
it was
campaign for Ghosts had a good story.
Yeah. So they dropped these kinetic weapons. They were just giant spears, and their whole design was if they're dropped from the atmosphere, they just cause giant cracks in the earth, and they simulate bombs. And that's what they dropped in San Diego. And it's basically Brazil going, hey, fuck you, America.
Yeah. It was a good story. I mean, thinking back on it now, I kind of want to play that copy that you all got us. Shout out
Yep.
for that, right? That was badass.
Yep. So for Christmas last year, I got everybody a copy of Ghosts.
Yeah.
Barring Colton, because I mistiming.
You could just buy it from me digitally.
Yeah, I'd have to get you the 360 version so that we could all play.
I'm pretty sure they have it on.
They do. That's why I got it for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm
for
not
sure.
that rude. But yeah, I'd have to say Black Ops 3. There was something about the way the guns felt in that game, especially the SMGs, and I was a master at using the boosting movement.
Oh,
I know
really?
some people, they were like, you need scuffs to play that game. I didn't. I just played with standard controls. I
Huh.
figured it out.
Yeah.
I have a high intellect for Black Ops 3.
Did anyone know what? Because like in Ghost, they were trying to like continue on the story, but they never did. Does it know like what the
Yeah.
story was supposed to be?
So, yeah, basically Rourke dragged away the main character at the end. I forgot what his name was.
Mitchell? No.
Something. I forget the names of the two brothers. I think one of them was Eli, but I'm not 100% sure. But basically, Rourke sees them on a beach, and he starts dragging the main character away from his brother.
Huh.
You know, setting up the second game, because Rourke is the main villain of Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is that Activision as a company is like, we are not releasing Ghost 2, because they saw what's the opposite of critical acclaim? Summer bummer? I don't know. Basically, they looked at how poorly received the game was, and they were like, we just cannot make a sequel to this. It will not sell. And then they made Infinite Warfare, which I think was worse for them.
It was a worse
Yeah.
idea, yeah.
Yeah, that was quite a left
Infinite
turn.
was pretty bad.
What do you think if they did it now? Like the next Call of Duty after Vanguard would be like, oh, a continuation of Ghost.
So I
Extinction's
think
back
Infinite Warfare could work, but or like a Ghost, but they need to take the Halo Infinite approach, where they go back to the roots of the game. Call of Duty Ghost was the last game to be rooted in Call of Duty, what it used to be, until World War II came out, because then everything else started adding boosting and jump packs and specialists.
Yeah.
World War II felt a little bit more grounded, and then Black Ops 4 returned to the specialist idea, and then Modern Warfare. I don't know, it feels like Modern Warfare is very Warzone-centric. Like, they built the game around Warzone and then put a multiplayer in.
And a campaign in the middle of
Because they knew how the Battle Royale market was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame them to a sense, but it is what it is, I guess.
I'm
As long
definitely
as I
not
don't have to-
interested in Vanguard, though.
I'm
No.
definitely not getting Vanguard.
We're all in agreement that Vanguard is not interesting. We just
You
re-downloaded
won't be
World War
playing
II.
42?
Yeah, I'll be prepared for it too. They got me the fucking Cold War, alright? Because I got Cold War either way after Modern Warfare came out. It looks similar, but same but different, right? I'm looking at Vanguard gameplay. It's the same goddamn game.
Did you play the alpha or beta?
I did not. I just saw gameplay.
I played both on the PlayStation, and it really, really reeks of a Modern Warfare reskin. And that's not a bad thing. For people that enjoy Modern Warfare, it's very good, because if you're in love with Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
you will enjoy this game. I confidently believe in that.
Yeah.
I didn't
wanna play
enjoy Modern
with
Warfare.
shitty weapons.
I did not enjoy Modern Warfare as much as some people did. I think it's a good game. I just not one that I would go back and play. I'd
Yeah.
rather play a different Call of Duty.
Yeah, I agree.
But to each their own taste. So if you're really excited about a Modern Warfare sequel, this is as close as you're getting until I think Infinity Ward's
Next year.
turn is next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Plus take it with a grain of salt. Cold War it came off of a weird development cycle. It was supposed to be Sledgehammer's game, but apparently there was dysfunction at Sledgehammer, so they switched Treyarch and Sledgehammer around, so we got Cold War instead.
Yeah.
So do we get Sledgehammer next year then, or are we getting
Sledgehammer is Vanguard.
Sledgehammer? Okay. Oh, so it's
I
just
think-
like World War II basically.
A
Yes.
rebrand.
It's just a
Or-
rebranding of World War II.
Yeah.
So, the only thing I'm interested to see with the Call of Duty cycle is, of course, Infinity Ward's turn is next year. But will Sledgehammer get it again the year after, or are they permanently switching the cycle and Treyarch will be next?
I think they're temporarily switching the cycle, just because of how
Yeah.
they played it out this year.
Yeah, that'll be interesting for sure.
It's such a shame because it feels like Modern Warfare was the new generation of Call of Duty, and it really should have been optimized for the Series X and PlayStation 5 at launch.
Well, yeah. I mean,
It doesn't feel like Cold War is that game. Modern Warfare still feels like the generational shift in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
This game, Cold War feels like an afterthought.
Yeah, they're like, okay, now we gotta
yeah.
produce these games with the same layout over and over until we figure out a new layout.
That's just fucking. That's a bad way of looking at it, I think.
Think so?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't really complain if the system works, but at the same time, when you're putting out a new game every single year, you gotta make it interesting in some way.
Fair enough. I like Cold War. That's not a ding against Cold War. I'm just
For
saying it
sure.
doesn't feel like the next gen experience that Modern Warfare was. Like Modern Warfare 2019
Jumped.
felt like a next gen experience.
Oh yeah.
It felt like you were sinking your teeth into something that was different because it was the first time that they were like, hey, this is a completely different game on a brand new engine.
Yeah.
And they were just trying to like reboot this essentially, weren't they?
Little bit, yeah. I think they want to go in a new direction, and I think this direction is working out for them.
Yeah. Well,
They've
For
gone
now.
away from loot crates, which I'm stupid excited for. I despised loot crates from the beginning.
yeah.
Well, now we got battle passes though.
Yeah,
I'd
but at the end
rather
of the day, we'd
slog
rather
through
have
Battle
that.
Pass.
For sure.
I'd rather have no
You can-
content than loot crates, and the battle pass feels like an alternative, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
'Cause you can buy the pass whenever you want if you like. If you wanted to keep everything
Yes.
you've earned.
You don't have to buy the pass, and you can choose if you want to get more than the free items.
Yeah.
And you get to see all the items up front.
Well, and
So
I've
that's
been,
why I think it's worth it.
I've been
If you don't
playing-
want it, don't buy
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
You're good.
I've been playing on and off for, say, 6 months or so on this game, and I've almost earned my own battle pass, too. I'm probably at like 900 COD points, and I haven't bought a battle pass in this game, but being able to earn one, that's a nice alternate as well.
And and actually, if you buy one, you have the potential to earn enough points to buy the battle pass again.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm
Again.
just saying over
Yes.
time,
for
though.
free. For free.
Through the
Yeah, 'cause
free
you-
coins.
Just yeah, like you'll earn enough during the battle pass if you play it all the way through to unlock the next tier battle pass.
Yeah.
And that's just like from all the free coins that they give you through the free battle pass, no?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if you're just doing the free battle pass, you won't earn enough in one season to buy the next battle pass. But if you've purchased it once, you will and play it all
You
the way
will
through,
have it.
you will have enough.
Yeah.
So if you purchase the game, so say you get the last gen version, well, we'll just go cheapest. You'll pay $60 for the game, and then when they inevitably add the battle pass a month later, you sink another 10 into the game. If you're going to keep playing that game continuously, you're going to keep getting the battle pass, pending you don't buy any other items from the shop.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, this game had 6 seasons. That's over 600 items that you could have unlocked.
Holy shit.
Plus the exclusive items for just having the battle pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 that gives you in the beginning or whatever.
Yeah.
The instant reward.
So you get
Sometimes it's
600
more.
plus items for $10 if you're a consistent player of the game throughout the year that it's out. And I think that's good value because you get. I don't think like
It's 100 items each month, you know?
there's
Yeah.
a generation growing up that doesn't understand the pain of not being able to afford map packs.
Yeah.
True.
That, oh man, I'm growing up. It was all about man. I don't have $15 for this battle pass. And
Dude.
my parents were giving me $15 to pay for a map pack. So I just bought the game. Why do you need $15?
I fucking did yard work for game DLCs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I felt
I
that in
actually
my
had to wait
bones.
till Christmas. So
I think
get a
Call
new
of
game.
Duty. Yeah,
I
Call
lost
of Duty's
patience.
is in a better state than it was 5 years ago. There's no loot crates. They've gotten rid of all of the paid DLC for like extra maps and content. They're just adding it into the game for free.
Yeah.
And that's because they found another way to make money. That's for people that want skins. I don't care about skins.
Oh, what the skins, baby, the skins.
The skins, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting.
It is exciting.
So, I want to see what happens. What's like the one after Vanguard? See if they keep going with what they got so far, or make a like you said, make a new gen, like next gen experience.
Mm-hmm.
Colton, did you say your favorite, or are we Oscar?
Yeah, I opened.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
David. What's your favorite, David?
Black Ops 2. That's just where I sank my teeth in, and that's where I'll stay. Because I love that one. I don't know. It was just the most memories, I'd say. The most game time for sure. So, yeah.
I like that at different endings depending on what you did. Like even if you didn't do like those little side missions to help the Chinese president or whatever the fuck, you get like a bad ending or something like that.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Yeah. I
Trevor
can't
Woods can have his fucking chair.
I can't count how many times I've played that DLC. Or sorry, the campaign. DLC.
I played the Black Ops 1 campaign maybe 10 times.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for a Call of Duty campaign.
That's a lot for Black
It was
Ops 1.
Yeah, it was before we had Xbox Live, so you just sit down and replay it.
Yeah.
Over.
You think?
Yeah, I was playing real-time strategy games when I didn't have internet.
Yeah. I had a
Like Civ 5?
360.
Like what?
CS:GO.
Civ 5. Civilization 5.
Try like StarCraft before Brood War, and then Brood War, and Diablo 2 offline, Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2.
Damn.
I played a lot of Blizzard games when I was younger.
Yeah.
They made good games back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
man.
the same now.
Okay.
What's the list? What's the thing that the latest that they've done? Is it Overwatch?
What?
Well, no, they've come out with quite a few things. They just launched the Diablo 2 remastered.
Yeah, but I mean like a new
they've been
IP
doing
rather.
I guess they've been doing some really like constitutional things, and like they've been doing some really shady business practices lately.
Uh-oh. There goes World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of on the way out already.
How can you craft your world in a war? I don't understand.
Minecraft.
Welcome to 103.6 The Cool. I am DJ Crispy Towel, and tonight's guest is Little Dorbarn with his smashing hit single, I Will Dance on Your Grave, I Will Dance on Your Fucking Grave. Not the song title I would have chosen, but it's in the name. Please enjoy this original hit song.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo, somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it, 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 the moment you own it.